If you like this video and want more of the most shocking disasters in history, please hit the red subscribe button. Hurricanes are really powerful and immense storm systems. They are actually a type of tropical cyclone. These storms form over warm ocean waters near the equator. Warm, moist air over the ocean rises upward from near the surface. As this warm air rises and cools off, the water vapor in it condenses. Clouds form and huge energy is released. That energy, latent heat, fuels the storm. Warm air rises more, pulling in more moist air from the ocean. A continuous cycle, a self-sustaining heat engine. Earth's rotation shapes the storm. This is the Coriolis effect. In the northern hemisphere, it makes air spiral counterclockwise. They wrap toward a calm center. That calm center is the eye. A storm becomes a hurricane at 74 miles per hour sustained winds. The Saffir-Simpson wind scale rates 1 to 5. Category 5, 157 miles per hour or higher. Different names around the world. Atlantic, called hurricanes. Northwestern Pacific, called typhoons. Hurricane Mitch in 1998 showed that devastation. Mitch became one of the deadliest, leaving a permanent mark on Central America. The story of Hurricane Mitch began in the southwestern Caribbean Sea. On October 22, 1998, a tropical wave organized into a tropical depression. This system was designated Tropical Depression 13. It formed in a region with very warm ocean waters and low wind shear. For the first couple of days, the system moved slowly westward, gradually gathering strength. By October 24th, the depression had strengthened enough to be named a tropical storm. It was given the name Mitch. Forecasters noted the favorable environment and predicted continued strengthening. The storm's cloud pattern became more symmetrical. October 24th to 26th saw Mitch undergo rapid intensification. Mitch transformed from a tropical storm into a major hurricane with shocking speed. Within 48 hours it became a Category 5. Its central pressure dropped dramatically. The storm became a meteorological monster, near perfectly formed with a well-defined eye. On October 26th, Hurricane Mitch reached its peak intensity, maximum sustained winds, 180 miles per hour. Mitch was one of the strongest Atlantic hurricanes of the 20th century. It crawled slowly toward the coast of Central America. After reaching its peak intensity, Mitch's forward motion slowed to a crawl. For nearly 2 days, the powerful storm drifted agonizingly slowly just off the northern coast of Honduras. Instead of passing quickly, the hurricane lingered, relentlessly battering the offshore Bay Islands. These islands were subjected to sustained hurricane-force winds and torrential rain for an extended period. The slow westward drift was caused by weak steering currents in the upper atmosphere. High-pressure ridges to the north and south effectively trapped the hurricane in the western Caribbean. This lack of a clear path allowed Mitch to churn in place, its powerful outer bands lashing the mainland coasts. Please leave a comment why you liked or disliked this video. This prolonged period began to saturate the soil of the mountainous inland regions. On October 29, 1998, the center of the storm crossed the coast of Honduras. It came ashore as a much weaker Category 1 hurricane with winds around 80 miles per hour. The storm remained a massive, moisture-laden system about to unleash incredible rainfall. Once over the mountainous terrain, Mitch's forward speed slowed even more. The storm drifted through Honduras, Nicaragua, Guatemala, and El Salvador. For days it dumped historic amounts of rain. Some areas received between 35 and 75 inches. This biblical-scale deluge turned rivers into raging torrents and caused entire mountainsides to collapse. The impact of Hurricane Mitch on Central America was catastrophic and on a scale rarely seen. Honduras was the nation most severely affected. Rivers swelled to historic levels, overflowing their banks, inundating vast areas. Entire communities were submerged. The Choluteca River in Tegucigalpa washed away entire neighborhoods, bridges, and critical infrastructure. Nicaragua also suffered an unimaginable tragedy. The most infamous event occurred at the Casita volcano. The volcano's crater lake, swollen by rain, collapsed. This triggered a massive lahar, a violent mud flow of water, mud, rock, and debris. The lahar completely buried the towns of El Porvenir and Rolando Rodriguez. An estimated 2,000 people were killed in an instant, entombed in the mud. The damage to infrastructure was almost total. In Honduras, 70 to 80% of transportation infrastructure was destroyed. This left countless communities completely isolated, cut off from aid. Power grids were obliterated, communication systems failed, water and sanitation systems were ruined, leading to fears of widespread disease outbreaks like cholera and dengue fever. The agricultural sector was annihilated. In Honduras, 70% of all crops were destroyed. Banana plantations and coffee farms were severely damaged. The economic impact was staggering, with damages estimated in the billions of dollars. The human toll of Hurricane Mitch was immense and heartbreaking. The storm was responsible for over 11,000 confirmed deaths. With thousands more missing, over 3 million people were left homeless or had their homes severely damaged. A massive international relief effort was launched. Helicopters became the primary means of rescue and aid delivery. The recovery process was slow and arduous, with initial focus on providing basic survival needs. Hurricane Mitch served as a brutal lesson in vulnerability and disaster preparedness. It highlighted that the category number and wind speed at landfall do not tell the whole story. The storm's slow movement and resulting rainfall were the primary causes. This forced a shift in focus for forecasters, emphasizing inland flooding and landslides from slow-moving tropical cyclones. The tragedy underscored that mountainous terrain dramatically amplifies the danger of heavy rainfall. Significant efforts were made to improve early warning systems and disaster response capabilities in Central America. Nations invested in better meteorological monitoring, community-based alert systems, and pre-planned evacuation routes. Building codes were re-evaluated, particularly for critical infrastructure like bridges and hospitals. The experience demonstrated that national development and disaster risk reduction must be linked. The storm may have washed away decades of progress, but from its devastating legacy emerged a stronger commitment to building more resilient communities, better prepared to face the inevitable storms of the future. If you like this video and want more of the most shocking disasters in history, please hit the red subscribe button.